Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Lost Depths of Phandelver, everyone. I hope you had a good week.
Woot woot.
Hell yeah. Still kicking.
Still kicking. That pretty much wraps it all up right there.
I never
All
wrap it
right.
I never wrap it up. Fucking bareback, man.
Jeez.
Holy crap. All right.
Right off the bat, had to get that in.
With the memories fresh in their minds, God, of their adventures together, escaping capture with Bricks, their meeting with the boss, and of their encounter with the stranger at the inn who is concerned about a missing townsman. Our party now finds themselves at the end of what was a long and treacherous dungeon to find an amulet of seemingly great power. Upon reaching a large crypt and battling the nearly unconquerable might of the keeper of the amulet himself, the mysteriously reanimated Athazar, our adventurers barely prevailed with their lives. In a massive tomb, deep beneath the home of the fatally wounded wizard, they set out to find the amulet is now within grasp, along with the spoils of battle yet to be claimed. The question is, what to do with the amulet, and can it save the wizard Trebre's life? And that's where we're going to begin this evening.
Fuck that guy.
Oh, it sounds like we got some trouble brewing.
I mean, it's only trouble if you want to make it that way.
Well, true. It's all a matter of perspective.
Yeah, see, you're getting it.
Oh, we were supposed to save his life. Damn.
Oh, geez, Rick, my mouth is a giant butt.
Technically, I believe our mission was go check on him.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Mission complete.
Find him and check on him, I think.
Oh, we accomplished that shit. We're done here.
That we did.
All right, so D1. After a battle, laying before you, kind of in a pile, you see cloth, rusted armor, bits and pieces of scrap, mainly. You do see, however, a fairly large maul. It seems to have jewels, kind of inlaid all along the outside edge. It's quite brilliant, actually. Pretty beautiful piece of craftsmanship here. You also notice a pair of gloves, that you kind of reach down and you pick up. I think I already gave you the card for those.
Yeah, I think I picked up the gloves and the amulet at the end of that.
As well as the amulet, yeah. Which
Not them all yet.
the amulet itself, before we actually picked, because we didn't really pick it up last session. We kind of did, but I didn't really get to get into the details of it here. The amulet itself, D1. As soon as your eyes kind of meet the jewel encased in the center of it, around what seems to be platinum and all different types of precious metals, for what you can tell. It is. There's a almost like a purple, a very pale purple light that kind of glows from the very, very center of this jewel, D1, that you can observe standing here. The room itself is cold. It has become quite a bit colder from what you all remember it being during the fight, and significantly darker. As a matter of fact, it is all but pitch black in the room here, aside from a little bit of glow coming off of Enola at the moment, who seems to still be kind of in the plane at the moment here.
My armor might be radiating a bit because I do have the blue glow off my armor.
I do. Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, I'm glad actually you said something. Okay, cool. So you can see around the perimeters of the room here. You can see the corners and the crevices. You get a good look now that there doesn't seem to be any kind of initial threat in the room here, aside from a very dark cloud, Ronan, that you seem to notice out the corner of your eye. It just seems to kind of come and go. At first, you believe it's just your eyes kind of adjusting to the darkness. But you have kind of a different kind of gift, Ronan, that allows you to kind of see a little bit further than most, especially from what your companions know here around you, Ronan. And you can see kind of this dark mass of cloud kind of moving around the room in a bunch. In this moment, I'll go ahead and say you all have the floor here. I will say the room itself surrounding you is lined with lids of tombs, a lot like the hallway that you saw on your way here. And I will give you the floor.
I think first I'm gonna look at everybody and say we should at least short rest. I've got barely. I'm hanging on to life here, barely.
Yeah, we can take a breather here for sure.
we might want to take a breather.
That works for me.
I'm still like laying right where I was, face down, and I just give you a thumbs up.
He's actually dead.
I might be.
Rip.
Very nice.
And then,
So,
will I be able to work on sort of adjusting the globes to fit me while I take a short rest?
we'll go ahead and say yeah. We'll go ahead and say yeah.
So I'm gonna make some leather working tools.
Okay. Just gonna go ahead and do your artificer thing.
I am going to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
I
can
am going
do
to produce
that.
a pair of leather working tools.
All right. Let's read this. You produce exactly the tool you need. Yeah, that was Reeg's language, by the way. If you recall.
Oh, this
I just
creation
love
takes
that.
1 hour of uninterrupted work, which is
Yep.
short rest. I don't know if I can do this while I'm short resting.
Which
Or
can
we can compete
coincide.
with a short or long
It
rest. There
says
you go.
which can coincide with a short or long rest. So yeah,
There you
man,
go.
we can do this.
Nice.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. At the same time, D1, you have a rather mysterious amulet sitting here in front of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up and call Ronan over.
Sure.
I will crawl over.
I was gonna say crawl Ronan over.
What's up, buddy?
This looks like what we were sent down here for.
I'd say
It's only
that's-
took us 2
that's
years,
accurate,
but we
yes.
found it.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna sort of hand it to him, and actually, I should probably do a. Do I have? Let me check. I don't even know if I have.
Yeah, you're better at figuring these things out. I can tell if it's magic. I can't tell what precisely it is the way that you can.
Yeah. Although I do not have identify prepared today, which I should have.
So I guess that makes a decent segue into my point. So, are we going to give this to Trebre? I want to know what it is before we decide that.
Yeah, I wasn't giving that guy nothing.
What is Trebre giving us?
True.
Who is that again?
We were paid to get him back safely. I mean, not to give him his shit back. That's true.
I'm open to options, you know?
I mean, I guess we should bring it up to him and see if we can. I mean, see if he's still breathing. I don't even know if he's already dead or not, but.
Yeah, he's not gonna take us for take
fingers
it from us.
crossed. If we find a corpse, I'm okay with that.
Give him the
We
old
can roll it.
poke him with a stick test.
Poke him
Okay.
with a stick, perfect.
Hey buddy, you alive?
Stand by me movie.
Oh, I'm gonna check our little our time orb.
Yes.
What time it be?
Actually, why do that? So we still got markers. Here, I'm gonna bring Rummy
Sorry?
over to me.
Oh, got you.
But we can take. Sorry, Tom's gonna move him up to here.
You're good, dude.
So Ronan,
You can
as
take
you
the shield
pull,
off me and the mask and the eyeball and the mask over Rummy.
oh yeah, here. Sorry.
I think we're out of combat now, at least.
We are.
temporarily.
Yeah, we don't need any of this stuff. Yeah, thank you. I don't know why I didn't do this before the session. Totally missed it.
Yeah, that's
Um,
no big deal.
There we go. Ronan, as you kind of remove the orb from the pack here, you notice there's kind of a darkness about it, and you can see kind of within it. There's a kind of a globe of its own, and you can see there's kind of a dark side and a bright side, and you are kind of just a little bit into the dark side of the globe. It's probably around 7:30 p.m.
Okay, cool.
You do not understand the power of the dark side.
That's right.
I will ponder my
Damn
orb.
right. Perfect. Ronan, D1 hands you an amulet here. Do you take it?
Yeah. Can I do... Well, I mean, I know that it's magical. Would an Arcana check give me any, like, insight as to what types of magic? I'm just gonna inspect this thing. We'll see what it
I'll
is.
tell you what. Roll me an Arcana check, Ronan, and we'll give you a little bit. There's no reason not to. A 14. What you can tell, Ronan, is that this radiates magic. You can see from what you can tell here, just at a glimpse, the magics that are at work here are not only magics that you're familiar with, but magics that you can tell are kind of wild in a sense.
Wild, like, strange and new? Or wild, like, natural?
Unknown. Uncontained.
Well, definitely magic.
Yep, it's magic.
Nice.
I didn't even have to taste this one.
Yeah. What would you like to do? You can search around the room here, or you can leave. You can try to leave. You can go up to the door. The door is currently closed, from what you can tell. But no one's really kind of been near it to kind of check. I will leave you the floor here and let you guys kind of do your thing.
We were doing a short rest, right?
We are.
You are doing a short rest. That's right. What am I saying? In that time, is everyone doing the short rest? All of you?
I believe so.
I would think so. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and take however many hit die you'd like to recover your hit points. All of you have a certain limit here, but we've done this a couple of times now. So,
God, I'm gonna use.
how many are you using? D1?
Well, let's start with the 48s. I got 48s and 2d6s. I'm probably gonna use them all, to be honest, but I'll start with the 48.
You got it. Wow, look at those two.
And just remember, you only get half of your total amount back on a rest, on a long rest.
Half of the total amount on a long rest.
Yeah, so if we have 6
48
total, you can burn 3, take a long rest, and get the 3 back.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
And don't we add our con modifier?
You do to each roll, I believe.
To each roll, so that would be
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
4 con mods for me. So
Mhm.
that's 11.
Yeah.
Plus what's my con mod?
4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4
Con mod is 3, so that's 12 for my con mod plus 11 for my rolls would put me at
24?
23, right?
Ah,
Is that
yeah,
right?
23.
23. So
Yeah,
I thought I
he's
counted
right.
24 too, but don't count on me.
Oh god, that was good.
we actually need a long rest here, guys. But,
Yeah.
I don't know if we're.
I think we'll
get a
live.
long rest down here. If since we can't, if we're not gonna be able to get a long rest, I'm gonna have to burn my 2 D6s too.
Okay. Let's see what you got. Big numbers here. Look at that.
There
That's
we
not
go,
bad.
11. So that's another. No, that's 11.
Make sure you add your mods to
14.
them.
That's
Yep.
another 17.
What was your health at originally? Like, you were pretty
2.
close to
I was
death.
down to 2, so I'm at 25 now. 25 plus 17 is 42.
Yeah, 42. Yep.
Okay, yeah, that puts me back to 42 health. And I get 1 spell slot back. Actually, I got 2 spell slots back.
Okay.
I get my
Alright.
warlock spell slot, and I get 1 for arcane recovery, which I'll link for you guys, but it's here somewhere. So that gives me two first level spell slots. Half.
Is anyone else recovering hit die?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely will burn 3 of my hit die as well here.
Yeah, you got it, Griff.
Okay, so I do not know. Like, it's been a while since I've done the hit die, but
That's all right.
I believe
Let's, look
mine
at your
is
sheet here.
D10.
Yeah, as a fighter, you should have 6 D10
Yeah.
that you can. Yeah, if you look
I
underneath
do.
it, yeah, so you can roll
And then
up
my,
to 6 D10. Yeah.
My con modifier is just 2.
Yes.
So
So for each
That's
dice
right, yeah.
you burn, you get an extra 2 per dice.
yep. Okay, cool. Let me fucking burn them.
Remember, when we take a long rest later, you can only get a maximum of half of them back.
Okay, gotcha.
So you want to sort of use,
Nice. So that's 6.
6 so far.
Yep.
Yeah.
6. So 28 plus 6.
28 you were at?
Yeah, 34.
34, yeah. You might.
I'm just kind of ticking shit as I go.
Yeah, that's probably the best way.
All right, another 1. 2. Okay, so that's 4. That puts me at 38.
Yep.
So, quick question: if we get half of our dice back on a long rest, and I use 3 of my dice,
That would put you be able to get back to full, yes.
so it rounds up, or because like
Well,
half of 3 is
half
1.5.
Well, half of 6 is 3.
Oh, half of the total.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah, half of the total, yeah.
I thought it was half of what you used. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, no, half of the total.
Okay, one more, and I'm
You
good
can
to
at
go.
least do one more, yeah.
Oh, fucking god. Not that type of one.
that's not the one you're looking for. So that puts you
Okay,
at 41. You still got
Yep.
3 more that you could use if you want to get closer to your max.
I'll do one more. Fuck it. I'm a gambling man.
I mean, we may not need
Fuck it.
that many.
We'll do it live.
There you go. That's
Nice.
9.
8, 9.
That puts you
Yep.
at 50.
Cool.
And Lula was tapped out for spell slots, right?
She was, yeah.
Okay.
She
Making
probably
sure I
has.
remembered that.
She probably has like a moment or 2 left. If Griff, if you want to use any of her, I think she.
I think
she
she's
has
all
2.
I
out.
think
Does
I think
she-
he
is
still
she
has
all out?
one charge of Anula left, though. He gets 3
No,
a day.
no. This wasn't this his 3rd.
Yeah,
thought
I
this was his
think
third.
this
that was
is
your
her
third?
very last one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So here, I'll bump that down to 0.
Does she have any spell
No,
slots
thank
left?
you, man.
I thought she did, but I guess she might not actually.
She had one
Nope.
at the end of the fight and used
Yeah.
it to bring me back from unconsciousness.
Okay. Thank you, Griff.
Well,
Or
so
Ronan,
that
thank
spell
you.
slot
Yeah,
is at 0 too. Then
that's right.
Yeah, I usually take the spell slots down
Yeah.
as
All
I
right.
go.
So, is there anything else you want to do with her before we go ahead and send her back to your dream catcher?
Fucking.
So if she's at 0, we'll take that down.
Oh shit! Thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem.
I was going off the left-hand side. Yeah, no, not
how
much.
does attunement work?
It's an odd thing. So we're gonna do something here with you, Ronan, since you're currently holding the amulet during the short rest. We're gonna do something cool with you coming up. So just give me one moment here.
All right.
And Griff, are you good with Enola? I'm gonna go
Yep,
ahead and
that's about it.
yeah. So you kind of watch her kind of as she kind of dims out, Griff, but not in a dying or decay kind of way. More of she's just phasing back to the whatever reality it is that she comes from, and you can see her kind of.
I think that
Like-
she turns into like a light that absorbs back into his dream catcher, doesn't she?
She does, yeah. And you can see her kind of dim out, and as she dims out, a tiny little light, Griff, makes its way back in your direction and into your dream catcher.
Hell yeah, man.
All right, Griff. You have your hit die. That brings you up to 50.
That does.
And I went up to, if I remember, I went back up to 42. Burning
Yeah, gotcha.
all of my fucking
I know. I know that was a battle. It got like
Yeah.
it was only gonna that AOE was gonna get worse and worse too until you did it, but you did it. All right, Brandy.
Yeah,
I don't think you have any missing life.
I do.
Yeah, do you have a little bit of missing life? Is there any? Do you want to use any of your hit die?
I should. Should probably use. I mean, I'll start with one, I guess.
All right, you got it. And you're just gonna add your con modifier.
Listen, I can't do that. Is it? I roll a d10.
No.
Yours is a D8,
Okay, I thought so.
and you're gonna just add
hang on.
you're gonna add a 2 to it, so that's gonna be 9.
Yeah, hers is a D8
I can-
too. Yeah. So that's
Okay, cool.
9,
So,
which puts you to 38.
Let's do one more.
that's 6.
6
Okay, cool.
puts you to 44.
Yeah, that's good.
Nice. And then we'll mark your down to 4 left.
All right, perfect.
Yay, team. We all look semi-functional again.
Ronan.
Semi.
Feeling a little bit better.
Yes. Is everybody happy with
As
where
Ronan
they're
does.
sitting.
Oh, yeah, Ronan did his, didn't he?
Yeah, I did.
And
All right,
You only went to
perfect.
18 hit points?
Yep.
Damn. That's risky gambling, man.
It's true. All right, Ronan. As you sit here, kind of during your long rest here, kind of with the amulet, kind of the cord of the amulet, kind of in your fingers, kind of looking at it. Is there anything that anyone else wants to do in the moment while he's kind of sitting here? Is in walking around the room or anything at all?
I'm
Because I'm going to
just,
take a moment with Ronan here.
I'm just de-threading the fingers of the gloves and making the 5 fingers into 3 fat fingers.
Ninja Turtle style.
That's right.
I love it. No, it's perfect. That's perfect. And you are successfully.
Three big fat fingers on each hand.
Oh shit, that's right. I forgot you got penguin hands.
Then I gotta take. I can remove my armor with an action, so it only takes me 6
Yeah.
seconds to take my armor off. So I'm gonna
Yep.
take my armor off, put the gloves on, and put my armor back on.
Sure. All right. Sounds good. D1. Try not to do anything special and personal with those things.
Yeah. There's you can feel the electricity flowing through.
Okay, Ronan. As you sit here with the amulet, and you kind of gaze into the gem that you kind of see in the middle of it, you see like a pinhole of light blue, purple kind of like energy maybe, and it seems to be swirling around some kind of central point here. as you kind of continue to flick it around in your fingers here, Ronan. You noticed there's pictures, Ronan, small pictures, kind of making their way into your brain. Um, it's frightful, to say the least. There's a moment where you see all just darkness, with just a one single shred, or rather shimmer of golden light coming from somewhere far away, beaming in your direction. There's another moment where the picture in your mind changes, Ronan, to a green field. There are many hills in the field, and in the distance there seems to be smoke rising from the plains down below, and the valley below that you can see, and many small life forms kind of running in your direction. It's hard to make out what they are. There's another moment, Ronan, where you see a vision of fairies, which seems to be a cavern with many fairies, and a lot of injured areas where they're just riddled with injured fairies,
phased into a Marvel
pixies. Right. And at the entrance, you can see that there's some kind of writing above the cave entrance here, Ronan, with kind of a blue, some kind of a blue barrier energy kind of phasing out, Ronan. I'm gonna give you something here in Discord because it's easier, Ronan.
Okay.
You could share it if you'd like, or not if you don't.
Oh, the wraparound is all weird and shit on that.
Yep. It's that way on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not giving you the whole thing. I'm giving you bits and pieces.
Complicated. I see.
You can share it if you'd like. I'll leave it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You want me to? I can if you want.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'll put it in story character info.
Sounds good. Definitely magic, guys.
Interesting. Recharge in combat, 18 in combat, response following tap. This is all pretty much like gibberish at this point, but...
Yep, the redacted version.
That's right, the redacted version. You seem to have some kind of an idea, Ronan, that there's power here. There's great power here.
Oh, definitely.
You just don't know exactly what. You get hints that there are different kinds of transformation energy here and magic here. There's even some necromancy you can sense just by holding it, just by sitting here holding it. I will give you all the floor here and let you decide what you want to do. If you want to look around the room, or you want to leave the room, if you want to do something with the amulet, I will leave it to you.
Definitely want to check the room. I'm gonna go and really inspect the inside of this sarcophagus.
Yeah, you got it, D1. Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me, please.
I'm gonna sit up and scoot back and just kind of sit against this pillar.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Wow, I got a +6 and I rolled a 9.
Oh, 9. Aside from a couple of scrap of like some seemingly rags, maybe pieces of clothing that had decayed, years and years of being in here, it kind of... Anyway, you find very little of value within the sarcophagus. Although, I will say, it is quite odd to you that it's raised up on such a platform, D1.
And there's gold on the top, which I wonder if we can...
There is. It's kind of, it's almost like a plated gold on top of a marble stone, from what you can tell.
You guys want to like smash this to pieces and like take the pieces of rock that are covered in gold? Is that sacrilege?
I mean, I'm not that broke
caveman.
yet.
Fucking Neanderthal thoughts.
Right.
Smash. I'm down.
I
100.
feel like we're.
Grave
Just do what you
desecration.
want.
I mean, we've broken most of the other graves we've come across. Should keep with tradition.
True.
So Ronan, you asked a question about attuning during the shorty. I'd like you to follow me to the whisper room just for a moment.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we all know what goes down.
Oh, we
In
all
the
know
whisper
what happens
room.
in that whisper room. Sweet nothings.
I love how Reek says it too, like, follow me to the whisper room, like,
Follow.
like he's a stripper or something.
That's right. They're trying to con you into a fucking whisper room dance. Trying to look at this map. It looks like there's a couple barrels in the corner over here.
You think they're barrels? I thought they were urns.
Oh, maybe they are. Yeah, I think you're right, actually. They might be urns.
Yeah, burial site.
That's right, yeah. So there's a couple urns around the bottom. Actually, there's urns all over this room. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I count at least 15 urns.
I mean, we can go full caveman mode, start smashing them.
I mean, we've never been shy to desecrate fucking burial sites up till now. So.
I think you could say we've earned it. Fucking God.
And then I'm wondering if there's something underneath. We're gonna have to see what's under this raised platform.
Yeah, I'm still thinking of, like, are we gonna fucking give this back to Trebre? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I mean, I'm curious to see how you guys play it, so...
I kind of just don't want to just to fuck with Reeks at this point.
yeah.
You know he's
mean,
banking
that's
on
the
us
beauty
doing
of
that.
D&D is we gotta do...
I just want to find out what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, it looks like it's definitely got some power.
I mean, if we don't know how to use it, then he does, then that has some value to it.
Yeah, that's true. Oh man, ditto. Holy shit. That was weird.
What do you owe me a Coke?
You owe me a Coke. What? How does this decided?
I mean, I'll take a pop, but you can keep your damn soda.
You and your pop.
Did you hear about the thing that we had? So we were playing on last Saturday night.
Oh man, here we go.
I think it was Uncle that put something up about like somebody that had a dent in their car and they put like a Wile E. Coyote sticker on it. She's like, yeah, somebody put a decal on their car.
Cute.
I'm like, what the fuck is a decal?
You've never heard of decal? Yeah.
A fucking decal. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys? I've been hanging out with Americans for 10 fucking years and never once has that word came up.
Wow.
A decal. A fucking decal. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then I'm like, do you guys mean a decal?
Decal? What the fuck's a decal?
Oh, a decal.
Canadians.
It's like,
a Canadian
you get like a
thing.
model car and you got like
my
little
God.
little stickers or decals, right?
Yes,
Like,
it's a decal.
It's a decal.
Oh shit!
You'd always go to the model like hobby
What
shop
kind of
when we were
fucking
kids.
gay country do you live in where you call decals fucking decals?
Oh man,
Freest country in the world.
Live in
America.
America.
Fucking America.
This is America.
We're America with our decals.
All right.
With our
So,
fucking decals.
I know.
You
I
speak
know.
American.
All right.
here.
So in this moment, Ronan, we're gonna get to you in just 1 second here.
Yeah, take your time.
So Brandy, I want to kind of give you a moment here.
Sure.
Because kind of D1 is kind of up on his platform here. Is there anything that you want to do in particular?
I feel like I would just search the room and see if there's anything that might be worth value hiding somewhere.
I love it. Roll an investigation check for me, Brandy.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. There's a lot of little like nooks and crevices in here. There are many lids to tombs along the wall. Look at that!
Yeah.
Look at
that
that!
dice just kind of barely
God.
rolled
I
over that
watched
last
it.
time.
I watched it go
She's
from
bad.
the 8 right into the 20.
So silly.
So
I just really
crazy.
want to know stuff.
Oh man. All right.
Just very curious.
As
Brandy,
soon as she was like, I want to look for something, I was like, here comes a natty 20.
It's so good. It's so good. Brandy, the first thing you notice is over here. I'm going to ping the map for it.
Yeah.
You notice in this pile, as you begin to walk by it, that the collapse from above, the rock from above, the purpose of this pile of rubble here on the ground, you can see that a lot of the rock that crumbled down kind of hit this edge, the corner edge here of this lid of this tomb, and you can see that it's kind of broken off a very large chunk of the edge of the lid there, and it has exposed a little bit of the inside of the tomb. You can see it's black. It's black in there, but just because the gods are good to you in this game, there's a little bit of a reflection that's beaming off of D1's like armor, and you can see it's kind of reflecting off the armor of the corpse that's laying here on the floor, and it's kind of beaming up in, and you can see like a little ray of light going in, and some gold.
Does Brandy have
Back
a
behind
light
that
up
lid.
Because whenever she moves, there's a circle of light around Brandy.
I think she has a torch currently.
Oh, okay, that would make sense.
I think that's what's going on right now. Let me just double check. Yeah, I think because I have her emanating lights. I think you have a torch currently,
I
Brandy.
thought we put all the torches.
Oh,
in the
okay.
room. Didn't we put every
Sorry.
torch in the entire room out?
I think she picked one up. I'm pretty sure that's why, because otherwise I wouldn't just have her emanating light.
I'm just magical.
I think you just have a torch. Maybe you
Magic.
don't. Here, let me just.
All right, unless it's one from her bag, which is possible.
I don't know, man.
I do remember snuffing
Magical
everyone
or
out.
haunted?
There, you see the little glimmer of light, Brandy.
Yeah.
It seems to be gold. With your hands, and your pretty small hands, you could probably reach up in if you choose to.
Yeah, let's risk it
It's
all.
pretty
Let's go.
creepy. You want to go ahead and reach
It's
your
fine.
hand up in there.
Yeah.
Brandy, as you do, you reach your hand in, and there's
Oh, no.
there's a sack in there, a bag. It's kind of a maybe a light leather deerskin bag or whatever. You pull it out, and the bag is full of gold, Brandy.
Nice.
Since there are valuables seemingly in this tomb, there may be more, but it's hard to know because you can only really kind of reach your hand and your arm in there. The bag of gold, Brandy, contains 216 pieces of gold.
Nice.
Oh my god, good find.
I know it's not a lot for a natural 20, but considering it's pretty dark in here, you could kind of
How
see
much
around the area here. For the most
Yeah,
part,
she straight up
216.
sniffed that out.
216, yeah. You also see, and I'm going to give you this just because you also see, Brandy, from your position here, you kind of, as you look back at the door itself is cracked open.
Mm.
Just to let you all know that there's no weird puzzle you have to solve to get the hell out of the room. Sorry, that's all I got for now. Griff.
Okay, it's good.
What up,
Griff,
yo?
what are you doing, sir?
Oh, lordy.
Kind of standing here up against the column here, kind of looking around. You can see the corpses of the knights that you fought seemingly ages ago now.
Yeah.
Like
I guess.
sprawled against the ground.
I guess I'll just like fucking kind of sit against the pillar and stab. Oh god, there's no good way for me to say this. Stab my blade into my peach sack.
Yes.
Jesus. And yeah, I'll just fucking shish kebab a peach and just start eating it and looking over the battlefield in satisfaction.
If you do it in one bite, that would be impressive.
I think at this point you would need a spoon more than a sword.
Spoon
It's
hand.
pretty foul, actually, but just like Griff likes them, they're mushy in the center, a little ripe. I mean, a little bit of a smell. Brandy, you swear you smell alcohol somewhere lofting in the air here.
Ooh.
Hell
Might be
yeah.
coming from Griff's direction.
Those peaches are ripe.
Nice and squishy.
All
Just
right.
like I like them.
So D1, you're kind of on this platform here. It seems pretty solid from what you can tell. It's raised up off the ground for a reason, from what you can tell. But it's not. It's hard to know any further details at the moment without kind of further investigating and taking more time. I'll let you do that, but we're gonna go ahead and go to Ronan here for just a moment. Ronan, you begin to place the amulet cord.
Before that, real quick.
Sure. Yeah.
Has that dark cloud been doing anything?
Seems to be moving around the room towards the door.
Okay.
Dark cloud.
Is there anything else you want to do before we pull the trigger?
Oh,
The whole place falls
only
down.
He
I'm
sees
just
the
playing.
dark cloud. Nobody else does.
Everybody.
I think we all
Well,
see it.
in the moment, it's kind of it's just kind of like a play on light at the moment. D1 for you, you're with your passive perception, you're kind of just really in this moment. You're just really focused on the inside of this sarcophagus, like looking around, trying to find anything of value, maybe a button or something to make sense of the reason this is on a platform. So in the moment, D1, I would say you're probably a little too distracted. Griff, you're sitting up against a column, kind of eating peaches. The darkness kind of goes by you. Ronan, you notice it kind of here and there. Brandy, you are the closest to the door as you notice as the darkness kind of seems to not be around anymore. It's gone. It seems to be away.
There's got to be some kind of fast travel way to get back to that man, because otherwise we have to walk about 800 miles.
All right,
It
Ronan.
is a long trip back if we don't find a.
There isn't like a
shortcut.
staircase or a ladder.
You do remember at the end of this hallway that there were 2 spiral staircases. That you came down one. That there was another.
That's right.
That's right. We've got to go across the chasm of doom
for convenience. Yeah. So, and that's another thing here before we move on. Sorry, this is kind of sluggish tonight.
Yeah, didn't that hallway get cooled down?
Yeah. So currently, as far as you can
just
tell,
slide across.
It is ice, for whatever reason.
It's the weirdest fucking swamp.
Over into like basically lava rock. Which is convenient.
Thanks, Frozone.
All right, Ronan,
Yes.
are you putting the necklace on?
I'd say I'm just sitting there with it in my hands, just kind of drawn to it. And
So you're not putting the necklace on.
not on, but I'm sitting there attuning to it. I want to know what it is.
So, in order to be the keeper, one must wear the mark.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, I'll slide it on over and equip it.
All right. There is a moment where the light in the room, the only light in the room actually that seems to be emanating off of D1, from what I can tell, seems to just flicker for a moment. The magic's in here. Ronan, I need you to roll 2d8 for me, please.
Eight and 6.
All right, thank you. Ronan, as you sit here, or as you kind of sit, you maintain your sitting position against the column here, with the amulet around your neck, and you kind of arc it up towards your face. The glow becomes a little bit more prominent. The depth of the glow. You can see there's a swirling deep down inside the gem of this amulet, as it kind of begins to radiate even more a brilliant light blue light from the middle of it, as all of the area around you, Ronan, seems to be forgotten. You begin to kind of gaze into this amulet, and maintain focus. D1, Griff, Brandy, you all are kind of doing your own thing, and I would say in this moment probably wouldn't notice Ronan, kind of entranced. Brandy, you are closest to the door here. The door is open. You can see there's a blueness about the lava, the closest bit of patch of lava that you can see here. It seems to be frozen over it, maybe, and there's also a coldness about your breath as you breathe. You can kind of see the condensation.
Well, I feel like I would walk out a little bit and test the ice and see if it's gonna crack underneath my little tiny feet.
Sure, go for it. Go for it. I would say roll an investigation check for me. That is an 18. Brandy, you begin to kind of get close to the lava here, and you begin to touch down with your toe, with your foot. A little bit of pressure, a little bit more, until you kind of, build up enough courage to kind of set foot and put your full weight on it. There is not a crack. There is not a single sound of any kind of any kind of red flag that this ice is giving way. As a matter of fact, it seems quite solid.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I would just slide all the way across.
You're just gonna run across? You can if you'd like.
Oh yeah.
You're just gonna run down
slide.
the hall.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sprint.
You got it, Brandy. All the way to the end of the hall, to where the statue of the angel is, where you see a spiral staircase to your north and to your south. The one on your south is the one that you came in, that you came on.
Yeah.
And you do realize, you do recognize now the very large web that kind of is strung across the northern corridor here that you can tell hasn't been accessed in.
Yeah.
It's only, who knows? It's been a long time, we'll say.
Okay, very cool.
Make your way to the end of the hallway, and as you do kind of walk out, Griff, Ronan, and D1, I would say you probably notice Brandy leave the room.
Oh, yeah, I'm
gonna turn to Griff and go, where the hell is she going?
I was too entranced by these peaches.
I can see you in your peaches.
I was too excited.
Hell yeah.
I have a feeling there's something underneath this raised wooden platform here. There's more to this sarcophagus and platform than meets the eye.
More to peach than meets the... Okay.
That's right.
I'll stand up and join you in investigating the wooden platform. Oh shit!
Yeah,
of course, I'm drawn all over the place.
Bring Rummy over to help too.
Sure. I would say each of you roll an investigation check for me with advantage. Each of you, including Rummy.
Investigation.
Yup. Slide the whole way down. That's great.
21, and I don't know what Rummy's pluses are. I'll just roll another one. 21 and 23, I guess.
Yeah.
Jesus. Me and my 8.
Cool. That's not bad, actually. As you begin to kind of look around, Griff, you kind of flick your finger around the outside edge of one of the pieces of wood here, and it seems the wood seems quite rough. But as you do, you notice. Or
Nah,
what am I saying?
I'm just fucking
What am
around.
I saying?
That wasn't his
I
finger.
know.
Fucking around.
That's so bad. I should not have said
Oh,
finger.
God.
I mean,
I should have said blade. I was thinking blade, and I said finger.
It's better than what
looks like
Sato
a
was
finger,
thinking.
but that wasn't a finger.
It's
Nice.
better than what he said.
And
I do not want splinters on that.
As you slip the blade underneath, you notice there is kind of a little area of space there underneath there, and D1 catches on like pretty quickly as he watches you. D1, you kind of find a spot, a latch, if you will, with kind of a little hook that seems to be just directly underneath the first step of the sarcophagus here. It seems to be some kind of a door, a trap door.
Was that for Ronan? How far Brandy could have moved?
For you. What's that?
Oh, I'm just looking at what Ronan wrote there.
Oh.
But I think we're out of combat, so I don't know if that...
You are out of
I don't
combat,
think
yeah,
we're doing
yeah.
turn-based at the moment. But...
No. So the trap door, you could probably open pretty easily. It was hidden to you at first, D1.
I am absolutely going to open it, and I'm going to send Rummy down there.
Sure. The first thing that Rummy sees is chests, a couple of chests piled on one another. There's also a large, looks like a sack, looks like a crumbled rock, possibly something in
so
it.
close.
But there is one chest that seems to be kind of like half closed. It seems that there's too much inside to fully close the chest.
Oh, wow.
You want to open?
How heavy are they? I guess he wouldn't be able to fly them up. I don't think his carry.
I would say
like 20. I think we figured it would be like 20 something. Or no, that was for the owl, 20 pounds.
So Rummy, like, in an effort to find out how much they weigh, like bumps into him a bit. They don't budge.
They're heavy. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there room for me to get down there?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna follow him down.
Yeah, you do. After about 4 steps, D1, that you notice that there's a little room, and I'm sorry, I don't have a visual for you. I'll just describe it. There's a little room here. You can imagine about the size of the room on the map here, the raised platform here. And in the corners of the room, there's chests. There's also a candelabra down here that you could light to see. It's pretty dark at the moment, aside from your glow that you're giving off from your armor.
Yeah, and I have night vision too, I think. Do I?
Yeah,
that's
that's
I have
true.
night vision? I should know
I
this.
don't think you do, but
I might not.
maybe you do.
No, I don't
either
think
way,
I do. Actually, no, I do not. Sorry, my other character does, but this one does.
Yeah, no worries. Either way, D1, as you kind of approach the chest here that seems to be like caught on something, do you want to go ahead and open the chest?
Yeah,
Yeah?
oh, for sure.
Just and as you do, you hear a couple of coins hit the ground, ching ching, as they fall as you open the chest. This chest is stacked full, piled high with gold.
Ooh, wow. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can.
It's hard to know how. Sorry.
Lift it out. I'm gonna yell for Ronan, I guess. If I yell up through the top of the staircase, can Ronan hear me?
I would say yes.
Hey, I'm gonna pass you something.
All right.
Ronan, you are kind of in and out of consciousness, if you will. Not consciousness. I would say you're almost daydreaming in a way. Very.
Yeah, I'm kind of in and out of it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll go to gripping with your sword hands. I'm gonna try to get it up to sort of see if I can see if he can maybe hook his sword through like a handle of the chest or something and help me
Yeah, I think that's probably.
I can summon my ghost hands, right? Can I do that?
You sure can.
Yeah,
I'll just fucking activate ghost hands.
I was gonna say because this chest is quite heavy.
Ghost hand.
As you kind of lift it up, D1, you notice that it is absolutely heavy. It's some weight here that it's gonna take some serious effort to get it up out of here and out of this place.
Okay. Yeah.
We need a pulley system.
I'll tie a rope around one of the handles and pass the other end up to Chomp. Up to
Hell yeah.
Sure.
Grip.
Sure. And you can get a good handle on it there, and you begin to pull, Griff, slow and steady. It'd probably take you like maybe 5-10 minutes, maybe something in between to kind of get this thing out of here. And once you finally do, it is, and we'll just say for the sake of it that it's sitting here in front of you. It is full of gold. I mean, to the point where you can't even put the lid down. As a matter of fact, as you were pulling it up out, there were pieces of gold that were kind of falling down and onto the floor and back down into the bottom.
No. I'm gonna just say to Chomsky, see if you can haul her down the hallway and get Brandy back. We might need her bag of holding to help us.
Oh, hell yeah. Can my spirit talk? It's a weird question, but can my
that's a good question.
I don't know if you can.
I don't know either, actually.
I
We've
assume
never had that
not.
question.
Because it's like it's a fragment of your possibility, so I don't think it has much of a consciousness.
No,
Is Remy there? Send him to come collect the bag.
Yeah, I can send Rummy. I don't know if Rummy can talk either.
We use hand gestures.
But he can fly down there and give you the. He's got hands, so he can give you the little index finger curl. Come
How far can he go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can go pretty far, right? Like, we'll just say he can reach it, but it'll take a while.
He's attached
like
to
100 feet.
As long as we're on the same plane, I think. To be honest.
Oh, the plane. That's right. It's so hard to keep track between like the homunculus and the familiars and stuff.
So
a familiar has, I think, 100 feet, but a homunculus can be anywhere on the same plane as me, literally.
So that is like a huge gray area in the Echo Knight class. Is like, it seems like it's basically up to the DM.
Oh, are you looking at? Because that would be a forum question, probably. It'd probably be somewhere on the.
I don't know. I think that'd be too strong.
Yeah, I'm with you. That would be super strong.
But I don't know. We'll have to figure that out, man. I'll get back to you.
You're good. You're
I'll
good.
put a note to look that up. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's an interesting question.
So yeah, you can get Rummy up to Brandy here. What would you like to do? She's actually at the moment. She seems to have just gotten to here. She's actually looking at the angel at the moment and looking at the northern passage here that seems to have a very large amount of spider webs and cobwebs kind of over the area.
Yeah, so Rummy's sort of gonna fly up to her, and with his little tiny robot hands, he's gonna like do the index finger and like the hand kind of come this way sort of gesture.
Love it.
Just the middle finger.
Wait a minute.
Okay,
I'll
he's
slide
gonna
back.
make some like robotic like beeps and clicky sounds.
That's awesome. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so Brandy makes her way back to you.
Okay.
Yep. We'll go ahead and say she's there with you.
Nice.
Yep. And aside from this D1, I should probably tell you, like, that's not the only thing in the room here. There are probably about 7 chests total.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna repeat the process with the rope and with.
Okay, this is probably going to take in game time. This is probably going to probably take you the better part of an hour to get all these chests out of here. And the bigger question is, once you get the chests out of here, what are you doing with them?
Yeah, well, we'll spend an hour. We'll call Brandy over to sort of help pull on the rope and get them all out.
Yeah.
To sort of help speed the process up a bit. And the
Why
three of us.
why not?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
why bring the chests up here? Just leave them where they're at. Open them and go through them.
Well, I figured we'd try to get them up and out so we can all look through them together.
Just dump
not
them.
such a thing. I think the
Dump 'em.
plan will eventually be to dump them into the bag of holding.
Nice.
I mean, I can use the stairs as like leverage if I'm pulling it up by rope.
Yeah, we'll try to get all the chests sort of just up into the room here, and then we'll sort through it and probably end up just dumping the contents, looking for anything of particular interest, right? So as we sort of sift through it into the bag of holding, we'll look for items of interest.
Sure. Okay. With that, then I'll say that you kind of spend some time and you get the chests out of the area here, and you notice the one that's kind of overflowing with gold. It is. You're probably looking at maybe, thousands of gold here. In this one chest. The problem is that this weighs a lot. So let's start with that. Let's start with the gold first.
Yeah.
What do you want to do with the gold?
Let me think. How much room do we have? Because we got rid of all our traps, so we opened up a bunch of room.
It's true.
But I didn't put a new.
There's
total.
probably about 5,000 gold in this chest.
Oh wow! And I'm not sure what the weight of that would be, but
It's a lot. I think we did the math a couple of months ago. It's in the thing.
well, I can do a tensor floating disk if we have to.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, because I do have that, which
Oh, here you go.
would be able to help haul it up and out.
Top corpse. Sorry, I'm trying to find it, but I don't know. Yep, and I don't want to drag the game any longer than I already am here. So we're just gonna say, for the sake of it, that the chests here are full of valuables, guys. There's 5K worth of gold in the one chest alone. The second chest is full of clothing, and it's not just regular ordinary clothing. It's very high value clothing from many decades ago. You can tell. There's another chest in here. It's a little bit smaller. It seems to have a couple of long swords, a short sword. There's a full suit of plate armor in here. It's hard to say if any of this is magic or anything at face value, but there's definitely some gear, some real gear here. There's also a pedestal in the room that seems to have a book on it. D1. The book has a kind of a large brass lock, like a strap that kind of goes around the outside edge of the spine, and there's like a lock on it that you can see, a very clear lock. There's some symbols on the tome as well, on the front of the tome. Symbols that you don't recognize. Yeah, it's a book. Yeah, it seems to be on a pedestal in this little room here beside the candelabras. There seems to be also you notice very little details aside from some wax that had dripped down maybe from a time before.
I found about 100 pounds for 5K gold pieces.
Yeah, I'm just sort of writing everything down in our.
Yeah, we'll let you do it. We'll let you dump the 5K into the bag of holding if you want to. I'm not gonna penalize you guys like that. This is part of your reward for killing the boss, right?
Nice.
So you have to get something. Aside from that, you're gonna get something.
Nice. Okay, so I got written down one chest full of gold, one chest full of clothes, a book with a strap and large lock and ruin markings, plate armor,
2 long swords, 1 short sword. Sorry guys, this is taking a little bit longer than I expected.
No, we're
Oh,
good.
no worries.
Nobody's ever gonna bitch at you for taking long to do loot.
I
just want you to know that.
Touche. There's also Like a deck of cards, seemingly in here. They, from what you can tell, there's gold and silver kind of inlaid, so you can add that as well. Forgot to tell you about that.
Playing cards, or I'm not there. Never mind.
They're tarot cards.
Hard to know. Yeah, deck of cards. Yep. There's also another little box D1. It seems to have a couple of chalices in it. Nothing special, just a pair of chalices, little glass chalices.
They only work at a particular fountain.
The fountain
Now we
of
need to
youth.
find the fountain of youth.
Right?
Yeah, I'm glad everybody got the reference.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
There you go. I mean, the Pirates of the Caribbean are, yeah. Nice.
All right, perfect. Yeah.
So as
Now-
I'm gonna keep like lifting. Do I have all the chests like outside now?
Oh yeah, yep. They're out here on the floor, and we'll say for the sake of it, for time's sake, that you're just dumping everything into the bag of hole. You're just
Yeah, but I'm also
just taking
keeping
it.
an eye open for like stuff that's not gold, like items, like if there's any gems or wands.
Yeah, sure. D1, just for the sake of it, since you're so detailed about it, roll an investigation check for me, just a regular one.
More investigation.
Can you guidance yourself?
If you want to, you
yes, I can
Do it.
absolutely guidance myself.
Yeah, that thing that your class can do.
can. We always forget about that stuff.
Yeah, because because I was.
You got a lot
You always
to
give it to
track
other
of.
people. You do have a lot to keep track of, man. That's what I'm worried about playing my druid.
Yeah, D1's a fairly complex character too. Actually, probably one of the more.
He is really complicated. I would not be able to play him. So don't ever be absent, because I can't play D1. Oh, look at that, man. 22. D1, there's a couple of things that you notice, actually. In some of the clothing here, it would have gone completely missed and thrown aside had you not realized that the scrap of pants that seems to have stains or down the left-hand side of them is also has a compartment, like a pot. We'll just say a pocket, because why not? And in the pocket there is a little bag, Sato, or D1. There's a little like a little sack in there, like a coin pouch, possibly. And as you take the coin pouch out, you see that it's full of various gems. There's probably 20 gems in here.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely.
Might even be a diamond or two in there. It's hard to say with this little bit of light.
Nice.
But they're various gems, you can tell.
Okay, yeah, I'll put the gems probably in the bag of holding for now.
Yeah, you got it. Getting all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and as you do, you're going to take some time here. And we'll say for the sake of it, like a good hour and a half has passed since the beginning of this ordeal until you're finally, everybody's settled in on their decisions here. I will absolutely give you the floor here as far as what else, if there's anything else you'd like to do aside from Ronan, who in all of this time has been kind of sitting here against his pedestal with the amulet around his neck, kind of with it in his fingers, looking at it, inspecting it, if you will.
Yeah, I'm just
admiring it.
East out.
Perfect. Okay, what are we doing?
Is he still in a trance? I'm gonna go up and see if I can like sort of grab him by the shoulders and
Sure.
kind of snap him
Yeah.
out of his trance.
Yeah. Ronan, roll a wisdom save for me, please, sir. You have to hit a 12. That is a 15. Ronan, it takes a moment, but you begin to hear the voice of D1 calling your name before you kind of snap out of it and realize he's standing right in front of you as this pale blue light kind of emanates from his armor.
Huh? Oh, shit.
I'm like, you put that damn thing on? What are you, nuts? We don't know what kind of crazy psychic shit that's gonna do to you.
Well, I mean, wanted to know what it does. I figured with you not being able to do it now instead of waiting.
I mean, YOLO for sure, but yeah, hopefully it doesn't turn you into some zombie.
Hopefully, Trevor doesn't take over your body now. Move on.
Shit, that's a good
Become an
point.
immortal wizard. Read that in a book. Okay.
I love it. I love it. Perfect.
So,
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna just do a quick scan around the room, see if there's anything else of value, and then look at making our way back up. Do any of these urns have anything interesting in them?
From at face value, kind of as you walk by D1, they seem to just have mostly just dust, from what you can tell in them. Possibly ash. You are kind of in a crypt, seemingly, so it wouldn't be unheard of to think that maybe these are, possibly urns of fallen soldiers, warriors, something. Hard to say.
Okay. We're also gonna grab the maul. It was a giant maul with gems, right?
So this is the hard one here. This maul is heavy. So, and I'm saying heavy, probably 60 pounds for a weapon. For a weapon that's like unheard of.
Yeah. So maybe I will get a tensor floating disc out and just put the maw on it. I'm gonna get like Tom and Brandy. I'm gonna get all four of us to try to heave it onto the disc, or summon the disc underneath it somehow.
I mean, we could lift 60 pounds.
Yeah, 60 pounds. I mean, I could probably lift.
We couldn't fight swinging around 60 pounds, but we could lift it, put it on a disc.
Yeah, 60 pounds we can definitely lift.
Sorry, I'm trying to find a good visual for you here.
For a tensor floating disc with a giant fucking maul on it.
Just use a picture of a sled.
I just need a UFO.
A UFO.
Well, that works.
There you go, D1.
Nice.
Have an umbrella. I think that's what that
That's
is. I'm
great.
pretty sure.
I'm like, is that the Mayan calendar?
I mean, maybe. Perfect. Okay. Crew, so we are moving forward then. Are we going through the hallway here?
Yeah, as long as we feel we've gotten everything out of the room and everything that was down in that underneath the
So everything from below, you have absolutely definitely gotten. The only question is that this room is full of tombs. I mean, there could be. I mean, there could be
the tombs
many
are along the wall,
valuables.
right?
Yeah, all the little gray kind of bits you see, they're all lids of tombs.
Oh, so I'm
This
gonna
is
look
one
at
big
everybody and go, does everybody want to like pick a section of tombs and I mean desecrate the fuck out of them?
I'm game.
I mean, let's do it.
I'd say pop them all open, give them a glance. If anything seems magical, grab it. If not, fuck it.
Yeah, so I'll come up to here and start on this one and say.
All right, so we'll just say, for the sake of it, everyone roll me with advantage because there's no reason not to. Everyone, including Brandy, because you're here now, because you've been called back by Rummy.
Slid back.
Yeah, so you're in the room. So everyone roll an investigation check for me with advantage. And we will just do this quickly so that I don't take up a lot of your time with us.
Dirty 20. Natty 20, nice.
Oh, nice.
Why can't I ever find investigation?
Oh, but
Boom. Okay.
it's
Oh, damn.
under the
Oh, shit.
eye.
Oh,
Another
damn.
nice.
Jesus. Getting rocked. You guys are rocking it tonight.
One time I'm inquisitive.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. We're gonna go ahead and start with Brandy. With your 13, Brandy, you like walk around along the outside edges here. A lot of these tombs are pretty small. The first thing that you notice, they're dwarf size, we'll say. Some of them might even be halfling sized, but they're more dwarf sized, we'll say. In your mind, you're kind of thinking, and on a lot of these tombs, you see different kind of engravings. The one closest to you down here seems to have like grass and a plow and a man maybe working in a field. There seems to be a little crack in the bottom right-hand corner of the stone itself, where some of the rock is given away. It seems pretty difficult to pry it open, but you could tell that there's probably not much value from what you can tell in there. However, on the next tomb, there is another picture. It looks like a picture of a battlefield with many wounded soldiers, and then a single depiction of a soldier with his sword raised up in the sky above it, and that's this tomb here. And maybe even with a little bit of a nudge, and possibly like a simple tool or something, you might even be able to pop that open and look inside, if you choose to. And we'll just say, we won't go do any crazy rolls or anything for you if you want to. But we'll just say as you look inside, there is the equivalent of a full suit of leather armor in here. Pretty beautiful, actually. The craftsmanship is pretty amazing. There are large spikes on the shoulders, around the outside edges of the shoulders. Seems to be all that's in this tomb, aside from a corpse. Seemingly, it looks like a dwarf, from what you can tell.
Okay.
There is a sword as well, Brandy, but it's rusted and it's pretty
mundane.
It's mundane.
I don't want that grip.
Perfect. All right. Ronan, you come across a couple of different tombs here. You're so focused on the amulet at the moment, but you do notice a couple of tombs over across into the corner over here in the corner of the room. And as you begin to kind of walk over, you notice there's damage that was done. One of the tomb lids is barely held on as you kind of lift your hand up and kind of sweep it to the side, and the rock falls to the ground. You see that there's a corpse inside. It seems to have a long cloak on it. It's mostly a skeleton at this point, Ronan. However, there is a bracelet that you see. It's gold, quite beautiful, with a single green gem in it.
Yeah, I'll take the cloak and the.
You're gonna take the cloak off the corpse? You're just gonna. Sorry, I'm getting a great visual. Yeah, so Ronan, in this moment, you just rip the cloak right off the corpse. Like the part of the skull goes one way, part of the legs and the arms go another way, and the rib cage goes another. As you kind of rip the cloak right off the corpse and claim it as yours. The bracelet as well.
Yep.
All right, perfect. Griff, with your natural 20, the first of the natural 20s. On the bottom part of the room down here, Griff, kind of back towards the area here, you notice there's an inscription. It seems to be a language that you don't recognize. However, there is pictures that seem to tell a story. There's a throne.
Good.
Yeah, right. There's a throne, and on the throne there seems to be a female. You could tell with the long hair and the crown that sits above her head. And there seems to be two men on her right and one man on her left. The tomb itself, Griff, is pretty cracked. You can tell this place has seen some kind of damage from like rumbling from maybe a cave-in or something from above. One of the chambers above maybe collapsed or something, and you can see that all the rock that has fallen in this place has left significant damage on a lot of the lids in the tombs in here. This one in particular is the same as the one that I just explained to Ronan. You can actually kind of just sweep it to the side with one of your blades or one of your spirit hands, and kind of look inside without much effort if you'd like to.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice. And easily enough, Ronan, or Griff, as you kind of sweep it away, you see there's a not too much as in the way of like armor or cloth, but there is something that you notice. There's a backpack, kind of in the corner of the tomb here. It seems quite full. If whenever you go and you lift it out, Ronan, you hear there's something jingling inside. There's a sound of coin maybe pressing
It's
against
Santa's
one another.
backpack.
Ah, yes.
God
And
damn.
as you open it, you see it's basically like it looks like an adventurer's kit, not an adventurer's kit like in the compendium, but an adventurer's kit in the sense that there's some armor in here. There's a pouch of gold with some gems included in it, as well as a couple of letters. There's also a book, maybe a journal of some sort, written in a strange language, Griff, that you don't quite. It's probably written in Dwarven, from what you can tell in this place. It's probably what it is, but it's hard for you to read. But the gold and the gems equate to about 600 gold pieces.
Oh my god. Hell yeah. I'll throw that on my back, but I do want to like call out to these guys and be like, "Yeah, guys, check it out! I found some ancient porn."
Ah,
Nice.
that's badass. Very nice. All right, D1.
Yeah.
Whew. With your 26. As you begin to look around the room here for just the last little bits of spoil that maybe other people might have lost, you go to the tomb, the lid areas that Brandy kind of examined, D1, and you being who you are and your background and your past, and you know and traveling with the type of folk that you have traveled with, you know enough to know that there's hidden places everywhere you look, and that chances are, if you think you found all the treasure, you really haven't. There's probably something much more valuable hidden somewhere that you just can't see. This is no different, D1. As you kind of look in the tomb here, the one that Brandy was just kind of at, and there's a little hole here that you kind of put a couple of fingers in. This one here.
Okay, yeah, right up around. Gotcha.
You're looking at the same one that Brandy kind of, you saw her reach her arm in and pull a bag out. You kind of pull the lid off, and as it smashes down onto the ground here, and the first thing you notice is a stack of books kind of in the corner, D1, in the corner of the tomb, as well as a dwarf that seems to be dressed in a long white cloak with pieces of gold and silver kind of along the edges of the arms and the bottom of the cloak. There's also a golden clasp around it.
This is a golden clasp around what? Sorry.
Around the cloak.
Oh, the cloak. Gotcha.
It's a very, very beautiful cloak, and the books themselves they have layers of dust on them. D1. The first couple of books on top, they seem like maybe traveling journals, possibly, something to document, an adventure or something like that. But there is definitely a tome on the very bottom here that you can tell it's quite thick. It's also written what seems to be in Dwarven, and there's a lot of pictures. It seems to be depictions of a war of some sort.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna grab those.
And we'll go ahead and give you like we'll say that there's like probably another little sack kind of beside the gold here. It has the equivalent of about 316 gold pieces. You can add that as well.
316, got it.
Yeah, you guys are getting some serious loots. I had to give you something since you couldn't loot from the other room. Yeah. As you kind of clean up here, You notice too, Sato, there's a little compartment that was hidden away. There's a rather large blue gem just standing by itself.
A large blue gem, okay.
Large blue gem. Yeah, probably about the size of the palm of your hand.
I'll definitely grab that.
Yeah, seems to be maybe that this tomb might have been some kind of a cleric or a healer's tomb. From what you can best guess, this might be some kind of a focus or something.
Ooh, okay.
All right, and that concludes the looting of. We'll just say for the sake of it that is complete. As you kind of make your way, I guess, to the door here. And there's no need to traverse the hallway here with your tokens and stuff. We don't need to do all that. All we do need to do is agree that we are all traveling up the staircase. Is that yes?
Yes, definitely.
Is there any dialogue that you guys want to do on the way? We can do that.
I'm gonna check on Ronan and make sure he's good to go and okay.
Ronan's very focused as he walks slowly in the direction, kind of just sorry to kind of play your character here a little, Ronan, but
Yeah, I'm here.
you can go ahead and respond. Yeah.
I will, like, as we're walking, I'll try and take the necklace off to hand to D1.
There's a resistance, Ronan. You, for a moment, you feel hesitant. Why would I want to take this off now that I finally found it? Like you, almost as if you're in your mind, you feel like this has always belonged to you, and you finally like reclaimed it after all this time, and you're just gonna give it up now. But you can if you choose to. I will give you that.
Well, do you want to hang on to this?
It might be wise to take turns carrying it so that it doesn't completely encompass any one of us at any point. It's like the One Ring.
I'll take the amulet, Mr. Frodo.
I mean, it's a good trope. That's all I'm saying.
That's a fair point. At least until we figure out what it is.
Yeah, just in case.
Sounds good.
I don't know. It put you into some sort of dreamy stupor there for a bit, so I don't know how it prolonged exposure deepens that, or if it's. But it might be best off to, pass it back and forth between the four of us until we find out just how deep this thing goes.
Yeah, you're making sense. I can agree with you.
Okay, I'll keep it, but I'm just gonna sort of hang on to it. I'm not gonna actually put it on.
Sure. As soon as you take it, there's a greatness that you feel, D1. It's welling up from deep inside your guts, if there are guts. There is a pressing feeling, almost like an anxiety that you feel just holding on to this.
All right, yeah, I can definitely feel what you're feeling there.
Yeah, it's a little tingly. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little tingly.
All right,
My
perfect.
precious.
Nice. All right, are we moving forward up?
Yeah, we're gonna try to make it back to Trebre if possible.
All right. So you all we'll just say for the sake of it, the end of the hallway is here, which you all can get to. You don't have to move your tokens and all that stuff. We'll just say that you're here. And you see the angel, the statue of the angel here, kind of in front of you, as you kind of take the northern route, or rather the northern passage, with the spider webs kind of fresh here as you begin to traverse the spiral staircase. And that's where we're going to take a little break, guys, just for a moment.
That's cool. Fucking eagle-eyed, all of you.
Yeah, that's right.
I love this. I love this. All right. Shit's gonna hit the fan. It's gonna be great. All right, I will be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Same.
make a key and I'll be back.
Ooh, I'm back.
Hello.
What up, dude? I was like, there's no one back yet. I can finally play my cricket sound. It's the same sound I make whenever or the same sound I hear when I make my shitty jokes.
Oh no.
I'm back.
Welcome.
Welcome back. Whoa. Ditto again. Yeah, so my boss's name at work is John, which is hilarious because we had this party, it's like a new warehouse warming party that they threw. But yeah, everybody, like, they had like food and drinks and like a fucking bounce house and shit. It was crazy. But yeah, I'm waiting for the perfect time to unleash my shitty dad joke and be like, do your kids ever call you Papa? Like Papa John's?
Better ingredients. Well, cheaper ingredients. Cheaper pizza.
Yeah, he's a funny guy, man. It's like super quiet and timid and shit. But apparently he like rides a fucking Harley to work. So we're like, have no idea that side of him.
Yeah, Harleys are alright.
Yeah, just when I've ever like taken that guy for like a fucking motorcycle dude.
All right. Is everybody back?
I will take that as a no. We need the Jeopardy fucking like
Yeah.
do do do. Ah, fuck, I forgot I added this one. Damn. I'm gonna have to fucking resist using this.
Trash. I love trash. Yum yum trash. I want to eat trash.
God damn it.
The time. Ow.
Wait, what was that? Is that like fucking wow, what's the fucking Gene Wilder or whatever? Like her dude from Kiss. Gene Simmons. Goddamn.
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder, yeah. He was in Kiss,
Same guy.
right? All genes are the same to me.
Isn't Gene Wilder the guy that played Willy Wonka?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like one of my fucking favorite actors, honestly.
Yeah, he was really good.
Those scenes where he just gets madder and madder at the kids. It's like a horror movie.
You get nothing. You lose.
Good day, sir.
It's not like that movie, I'll be honest.
Is everybody
It's
here?
a legend.
Where's Sado? Sadonator.
Sadonator.
The Sadonator.
It's so close to something else. Yeah.
All right. So, I think is he here? Sado, are you there?
I don't think so, yeah.
I haven't heard him.
I think I scared him off with all my shitty sound bites.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
We didn't get nearly as far as I thought we would tonight. My apologies for that, guys. My
Dude,
apologies.
Pretty
You're
good.
good, man.
Your expectations that you had in mind were not in our brains, so
That's
as far
true.
as we know, we're doing great.
Nice.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
need to
The
move
most
super
important
fast.
part is that you guys are having fun. Like, that's the only thing that matters to me. Are you back, Sado?
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
And getting shit's always good.
Good and shit's good.
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
Like I said, I'm sorry this is dragging a little bit here tonight. We'll get there.
I don't
Okay.
feel like it's dragon.
Good. See, man, I am my own worst critic. I do this every.
Yeah, you are.
Dude.
You do. Like, you guys are having a terrible time, and we're like,
Like, yeah,
Because
you
I'm
want to
so worried
progress
all
the
the
story,
time.
and we're like, oh my god.
that was so terrible. We're like having the time of our lives.
Riggs is all jacked up on his monsters, like it
I
has to
am.
be
You can hear
faster,
it. I'm
faster.
like, all right.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
So on the so we'll go ahead and say you guys make it to the end of the hallway here.
Yeah.
There's no reason to like move your tokens and stuff, and we'll go ahead and move you all back upstairs, which we haven't been in like forever, like months.
Oh my gosh.
And as we kind of as you kind of traverse the staircase here, you all realize that you hear a kind of a grinding stone sound as
Yes.
you kind of see the lion statue with the man here kind of slide to the side and revealing a staircase that you kind of find your way walking up into the same room that you initially began the trials seemingly as you
Oh.
kind of stand here.
This is the thing that we were trying to move.
Yes, that's right. And as you stand here, D1, with you the closest, kind of the farthest out point, I'll go ahead and give you guys the floor.
Yeah, so we're gonna sort of slowly approach Trebre and just give him a little poke, see if he's still breathing.
So you notice, the first thing you notice is there's an aura around him, D1. It's kind of a light blue aura. He seems to be conscious, barely conscious, as he kind of like looks up in your direction and sees that you're standing there, and his eyes get a little bit more wide. In this moment. And he looks up at you, D1, and he says, you have endured the trials. He looks around the room. He's bleeding. He's still bleeding magically, seemingly. Although it is not killing him, which is very odd to you. He's not dead, although he seems to have been bleeding this entire time.
Never trust anything that can bleed for...
I knew it was coming. It's almost like a magic wound in a way, that it's causing him suffering but not killing him.
Alright, well, I'm gonna say that was one hell of a fucking bullshit trial you sent us through, old man. But we found and killed Athazar.
You reached the royal chamber. And was he larger than a dwarf?
He was one big ass dwarf, yes.
Considerably so.
The merging. He begins to tell you, and I won't go into it because I don't have the good. He begins to tell you, D1, of the theory of Athazar being not dwarven, of dwarvish descent, but something called Asamarian, from a distant land, chosen by the dwarven kind to represent them at a certain moment in time. And as he stands here and kind of rambles on, D1, he looks at you and he says, you have the amulet, then?
We might.
Please, I require it.
So how do you make this thing work?
Yeah, we're gonna require some information before we decide what we're gonna do with.
He says, truly, you've not come all this way to leave me to die.
I mean, we
We came all this way because your brother wanted us to check on you. We've done that.
And it's not like we'd be leaving empty-handed.
We don't even know if you're actually dying. You bleed a lot, but no dying.
Is that ketchup?
You can see there is absolutely like a wound that's bleeding. It just seems to be bleeding with no end, little by little by little. Although he is not in great amounts of pain, seemingly like he's on kind of he's prone and hurt.
It's only a flesh wound. I don't believe him. I think he's full of shitty blood.
Please allow me the use of the amulet.
What's it gonna do? Don't you like blow yourself up?
I require its energy.
But you want to heal yourself with the amulet.
That's right.
Is there any way that we can heal you with it?
I don't think so. It's the only power crossing the plains known.
I know, I'll get sort of just scan around the room towards Brandy, and then eye contact with Griff, and then Ronan. Just what do you guys think?
I think that we're not unreasonable. We just want information. And straight answers are the best way to get it.
Can we move Trebre at all?
Sure, if you'd like to. I mean, he's he's prone at the moment, and you can tell he seems to be an old man. Long beard, pretty frail. Long wooden staff seems very basic, aside from his pack that he has beside him.
Well, I'd say we take him out of the trials and
See if we can get him back to the house.
yeah, see if we can get him back to the boss, maybe.
Please,
Sorry, one thing I noticed is rummy bitters and
they're not in here.
Tensor floating
Shit.
disc are not on here.
Yeah, shit, my bad. Yeah, it's gonna take like a second for me to do that. But,
Yeah,
We can use our imagination.
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, we'll just if you don't mind for now, that'd probably be best only because
they're here for sure.
We'll just say they're here.
Yep.
Perfect. Is there something you want to do in particular with Rummy?
Well, no, I'm thinking if we're gonna try to bring this guy up, I'd put him on the disc with them all, but.
Oh, got you. I see what you're saying.
Just put it up on the table there.
Stretcher.
Yeah, no, this is totally here. Let me. You know what? For the sake, I should have did this during break, and I'm sorry I didn't. Here, let me just do this quick. Who are we missing? We're missing the disc, Rummy, and
Bitters.
There is Rummy. 2 seconds. Give me. Watch this. Oh. The magic of roll 20.
That's right.
Watch this. Bam.
Oh, there you go.
They all should work exactly how they did before.
Yes,
hopefully.
yeah, they all seem
Okay,
to be,
perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Copy and paste, my friends.
Nice.
All right, perfect. I was a little scared there for a second. Okay.
Nice.
So as Trebre sits here kind of looking at you, confused, you can tell the desire in his eyes, the need. He looks at you and he says, forgive me, my straightness. I don't even know how to say this. He says, without my assistance, you would not even have gotten through the trials without my journal and my help. So I ask you once more, please, give me the amulet.
I mean, we'd be pretty evil just to let this motherfucker bleed out here on the floor. I don't know.
I don't think he's gonna die.
He's fine. It's only a flesh wound.
It's only a flesh wound.
Plus, you guys felt the amulet's like grasp over you guys. Like, imagine having that thing on for who knows how long this guy has had it. It's probably just corrupted his mind. He just wants his pacifier back. He's a big baby.
I just want to know what the damn thing does.
Yeah.
It will allow me to connect the planes to give me. You can tell he's like stumbling over his words and stuff. He's like in a lot of pain. And what he describes to you is there is a required magic that is the only way that he can kind of heal this kind of this magic this wound that he's come to have from one of his companions, no less. So he says.
Yeah,
I think
found
it's
your
the,
one companion burnt to death at the very first door in the trials.
Burnt to death?
Yeah, we almost got our asses fried there too. Like I said, those trials were bullshit, man. There were acid doors, fire doors, all kinds of fucking undead.
If you needed this damn amulet so bad, why was it at the end of those damn trials anyway? How did it get there?
Yes, yeah. Questions, of course, I can answer that. The amulet itself was placed on the keeper, keeper of the oath, 300 years worth. A curse upon the land to acquire souls, to pay back the debt. But Athazar was not worthy, as he begins to tell you the story of Athazar and how he was supposed to be elected by the dwarven kind of this area to represent them for the great battle, and upon accepting the role, went on a great journey, a great quest to acquire items that would help him to achieve his goal and his victory. But he was unaware that some of the items that he acquired would kind of shape and mold him into something quite different. And by the time that he was aware of it, its power had already taken hold and began to merge him with something else, and began to bring it to this plane of existence. And so Athazar himself was unable was not worthy. And so when they buried Athazar, they placed a seal and a bond on his tomb, trying to protect any mishaps from escaping from the tomb of Athazar itself. And he begins to tell you about the ward that was placed and about protecting the rest of the world from the darkness and from the mistakes that we've created, the curse that we've basically sprinkled onto the world from our misgivings. From what you can tell, the amulet has been around for indefinitely. There doesn't seem to be an origin of creation from what he can tell you. It has just always existed.
It just keeps getting passed from keeper to keeper.
From keeper to keeper, yeah.
Can I ask Trebre here how long he's been in possession?
I never possessed the amulet myself. The hope was always to gain the amulet and harness its power for the right reasons. I can't see this going into the hands of any, especially not the boss.
So you say it can heal him?
This has the power to bring me back, not only to full capabilities, but to boon my strength.
What were you gonna use it for besides healing yourself? Like before you got gravely injured, what was your?
Good questions, Griff. Good questions. Griff, roll a persuasion check for me, only because
Oh, Lord.
this is getting into some good stuff here.
Or would that be
Getting
an
into the
insight?
Well,
Can I do an insight on it?
you can do an insight. Yeah, so we'll do the persuasion first, and then if you want to do an insight, we can do that as well at the same time.
Insight to tell if he's
Persuasion.
lying.
tell if
Oh, I'm not persuasive.
Nice. No, 3.
Shit.
He just seems to be telling you the same, going over the same details and information that he kind of has already told you, Griff.
I get the canned response. Fuck.
That's right.
That's right. What kind of payment do we get if we give this to you?
Oh yeah.
I will be in your debt if
Yeah. How much?
indefinitely. What do you desire?
I mean, your debt.
I
That and 5 silver will buy me a beer.
can provide you with a summoning ritual.
What if we ask him to join us as leverage in case the boss tries anything funny?
Yeah, we should also ask him why he thinks the boss is evil.
All right. You want to ask him why the boss is evil? Ronan, roll an insight check for me first, Ronan. Just while you're standing here listening.
Dun dun dun.
21. That is amazing. Wow. All right. 2 seconds. Ronan, whisper room me.
Oh, damn. Getting kinky.
2 seconds. Hell yeah.
That's a quickie.
It's all it takes.
So I don't know what you guys think. Are we giving them this amulet, or are we saying "fuck you" to the old man"? What are we doing here?
I
mean,
think
we gotta give it to him, right? We gotta give it to him. I mean, we went this whole way, 8,000 miles. We gotta give it to the old man.
I mean, we promised his buddy at the bar that we would.
I don't think so. I don't know. I'm opposed to it myself.
Ooh, okay.
I am. I think that's exactly what they want us to do.
I mean, I'll kill him. I don't really care.
All right. Ronan.
The way that I see all of this is you were in our debt when you sent us to go fetch this damn thing. So us giving it to you isn't going to change that debt.
Hell
I understand that you need it to help your little wound there. So what if we give it to you to close that wound and then give it back?
I think that's agreeable. For now, at least. Please.
I might. Do I think he's lying?
Roll an
I'm still
insight check.
opposed to it.
He's being fuzzy about like this minor details of the stuff that he's been telling us. And he's lying about something, but I'm not entirely sure what.
I'm opposed to giving him the amulet. I think he
Maybe
knows
he's
how
the
to
bad
work
guy.
it. Yeah, exactly. He knows how to work it, and there's no guarantee we're gonna get that shit back.
He's pretty sus, but that guy we met at the bar that seemed to consider him to be his friend seemed pretty on the level. Remember, we met that dude in the in the inn bar.
Yeah,
there.
the one that you talked out of his armor.
Yeah, that's the one that I talked about his armor. Exactly. I mean, he seemed genuine.
Yeah, he seemed on the up and up.
But why? I'm gonna ask this old man. Why are you and your friend we met at the end the more trustworthy of the groups compared to the Croc boss and his crew?
The boss cares only for wealth and power. He seeks to rule this entire southern land of the coast. He follows a darkness deeper than I could tell you. You must not let him get a hold of this amulet or anything of its like.
So he's like a dictator of sorts?
I mean, he's a seedy underbelly type. They all want the same thing.
Yeah.
They all want power and control. Can't really blame him on it.
Yeah, it seems like your typical mobster mindset.
So D1, just as this happens, just as you're talking to him here, where's everybody standing? I just want to kind of get an idea. Ronan, are you where you're at?
Yep.
Okay. Brandy and Griff, are you kind of back by the statue still? Are you kind of up close?
I would say I'm back here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm peeking around the pillar.
I'm a pillar.
Kind of
bitch.
with Brandy. Okay. And where is Rummy and Bitters?
Yeah, they're approximately where they are, just sort of buzzing around the room.
Just kind of hanging out?
Yeah, they're just
All
vibing.
right. Perfect. So as you begin to tell the story, or begin to rather exchange dialogue more, Trebre and you, D1, who seem to be kind of standing there more, there's a moment where Trebre begins to tell you about the deception of the boss and of the family, as he calls it, and that they cannot be trusted under any circumstances. They wield magics already in the land that is that should be taken from them at all costs before they become too powerful to for anybody. And as he tells you this, you hear from behind you a familiar voice, D1. And the familiar voice says, "Still spouting lies, old man."
Oh, damn.
Oh shit, Bricks.
A cleaned up Bricks, it looking in your direction and Trebre's direction, as Bricks pulls out his rapier that Brandy has come to know and points it in the direction of the old man and says, "More deception, I'll cut your tongue out." How would you like to respond?
Can I try to like slink between these pillars and
Sure. Roll a stealth check, Ronan.
Sorry, I moved the attention distance
Yeah.
to the stairs where he came down, just because it probably.
Sure. This is why I was asking where everything
Yeah.
was, sir.
Yeah, sorry. I was just
It's
trying to
okay.
think,
It's okay. I don't mind.
That would be up there, and
I don't mind, I'll let you.
would probably be. Where do you think, Brandon?
Well, no, you can't move Rummy and Bitters.
yeah,
you can't
probably
move 'em.
there, yeah.
I already told. This is why I asked you, because I wanted to see where everybody was going to be. All right, Ronan. Heavy armor. Yep. So 16. That is all right. So you begin to kind of slide back, and Brick's kind of like just out the corner of his eye. Ronan. Bricks. You can see that Bricks kind of notices you.
Yeah, it's all right.
He sees you going back.
I feel like I'm not very sneaky. I'm
It's
still
great.
moving.
It's great. That's funny.
D1's looking around like, why is everyone hiding? What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, D1, you're like right in the middle of the action here. Is there anything
Yeah.
you want to say? As Bricks kind of slowly puts his rapier kind of down to his side after he points it at Trebre, kind of in a threatening manner.
I'm like, Bricks, you just sort of fucked us off on us back there when we were, after we met the boss, and he fucking put us in that pit, had us fucking fight for our fucking lives to prove our worths, and you just sort of fucked off. I haven't even talked to you since. Like, what the fuck's up?
He looks over at you and he says, "You and your crew, you were supposed to come back. You were supposed to talk to the boss." It was pretty well known after that next morning when you left. It was unknown where you were. I looked around for hours trying to find your like until I finally stumbled across some footprints from out front that led me into that house, which, by the way, was barricaded shut. It took me hours to get into that house. Finally got inside and I saw the mess that you all left me. Thankfully, there was a rope leading down into a cavern. Seemed to find my way.
My head around the corner. Yeah, we completely fucking forgot that we were gonna come back and talk to the boss.
We were planning on it. He never said fucking a time frame. We were like, let's go
He
check
said
the
the
town
next-
out.
You were supposed to meet the boss the next morning, and you didn't.
That does sound like us.
That sounds a little
Anyway,
dictatorship right there.
us.
I
You
was
gotta
like,
get us a note.
we investigated the town. We fucking found this fucking abandoned
really
house.
busy.
But
So,
I mean, are you pissed at us? Like, what's your fucking deal?
All I know is that you're holding something in your hand that belongs to the boss. Hand it over now, and we'll call it a day.
So I ain't got no boss. I am my own boss.
There you go.
Trebre looks at you, D1, with his eyes wide open. It seems you have a decision to make. And I think that's where we're going to end the session for this evening. Because why not, right?
Oh no, that's a good spot.
Is this
I
a
don't
good
know.
spot?
Yeah.
I think we should get this resolved.
I
Fritz is a
mean,
bitch,
Unless
dude.
you guys all want to sit and discuss this outside of
I
game.
mean, you can. It's up to you. I'll let you guys. If you want to go a little longer, we can. It's up to you. I'll let you go either way. You let me know. How about that? You tell me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm easy.
I'm good either way, man. I could go for another 3 hours. I don't
I'm
care.
breezy. Unfortunately, I do kind of have to
We have
get
like
going pretty soon.
we have like 10 minutes, yeah, officially. So whatever you guys want to do, we can do. But here's the thing: we can end it here and get back to the action because there's going to be action either way,
Yeah.
guys. Like everybody knows that, right? Like you're going to make a choice here, and that's going to determine some stuff. So actions. So you have a little bit of time to think about it if we do it that way, or we can just do some stuff now. It's up to you.
I say we throw the amulet in the middle and let them both duke it out.
That's right.
I don't know. I mean, unfortunately I don't have too much
Yeah, so
more
it's not
time
very
left.
right.
Yeah, let's end it here, and we'll all
Sounds good.
convene at some point and discuss.
So we, as it stands, we're off next week, but we'll be back on the 30th.
Yeah.
As it stands, and like let me know if anything changes, guys, and that'll be a really cool session. I feel like it'll be fun. This big decision to make in the game, kind of going forward, it'll kind of determine some stuff going forward. So this is a big deal. So think about it. Think about what you want to do as your character, and then we'll get to it. So thank you everybody for joining us,
Yeah.
and we will
Good stuff.
see you next time.
All right, guys.
Fuck
and
yeah.
We